What's up everybody, welcome back to another video on GD Games YouTube channel. How you doing? I'm finally doing better, just because we had a problem with the mic. My mic suddenly, it was worse, and then out of nowhere it became even worse than worse. It became dead, or what else. It was a huge as noise, and at this moment I'm talking pretty loud, I hear that, but it works finally. I'm now using the PlayStation controller to get it to work. So I'm real quick gonna put down a bit the audio, as you see over here. I hope this works. It sticks into the green line. It seems like it works. I don't know, I can't hear myself that properly. I need to check real quick on my phone and delete the old streams that we just had, because I had just started like 3 of them. It is so weird. It's so weird to make that noise. The noise, at least that's what I always thought, it comes because of the how can I put it down? It's because the earth of it ain't good. It's not grounded or something like that. That's why you hear that noise. And more expensive ones have a better earth or something like that. So I hope it finally works. I think that this should be a bit here and this should be a bit there, but you know, we don't care. We are here for one thing, and that is the game, and I hope you all can see or hear through the noise at the background. I need to find out how, and I think after the stream I'm gonna okay, just had to hear something. So what you all want to do when you're playing Farming Simulator is basically go to where your Farming Simulator comes from. It always comes from somewhere, like GTA 5 comes from Steam, or it comes from the Rockstar launcher. This is annoying. There we go. This helps everybody, I think, because I think it also takes the desktop audio, and I think this is into the desktop audio. So now you can all hear me, and now we're all better, I think. So in this video, as the title already says, we are gonna mod some stuff, or modification a train, and that's the Pacific Union terrain. I'm not sure what it is, but we all know where it is. That's the yellow one, the one that's in GTA 5. It's not the red one, the German one. No, it's the American train. So all what you want to do is, as I just said, but you most likely couldn't hear, is you want to go to the spot where it has been installed, or where it comes from. Like my Farming Simulator is from Steam. You could possibly have it from the Epic Games launcher, where it was free recently. So yeah, I want to go to my second HDD, because that's where I store everything, and then I want to go to my brand own name, if my Explorer wants to work, because it crashes a lot of time and I don't know why. And then I go into my games and I go into the Steam app. You most likely have it on your main disk, so that's going to be C, and then you will find it into the, let me check out, the program files X something, I believe, and then you scroll down and it's somewhere Steam, I think. Yes, because Origins is here too. Otherwise it's in the other one, the program files, but it's in one of those, and then you scroll down until you see the S from Stone and then you press on it. But for me it's in D, so don't worry, it's all the same. And if you can do this, then I'm not sure if this is something for you, but you most likely want to do the same thing as I do, and it is find where your Steam is being located, then go down to Steam apps. It's basically how everything works, or how you can do all the things. Did I press Steam apps? No, of course not, because it had to reset itself. And then you go into common, You see over here, common. You want to find the game that you want to mod. So for me, it's Farming Simulator 19. There are over here some other games, but I won't touch them as of now. Some of them I can touch, some of them I better should not, like Call of Duty. You should not do anything over there. You can do stuff in Farming Simulator. The truck simulators, they're both from the same company, and they, how do you say that? They want you to mod their game. I couldn't find the perfect word for it, but they even do some contests, and they at their own website they even have links to how you can mod, and they have a mod tree and stuff like that. So that's a pretty dope as game. You have of course Just Cause 3, which could be modded, since you over here of course the multiplayer mod, but that's all for something else. We are going to do the Farming Simulator 19. Over here is where all the in-game items are stored. If you have mods downloaded from, let's say, modhub.us, I'm going to show you that in a second as well. You want to place that somewhere else, not in here, because yeah, there's also nothing in here. But when you're here, you want to go, I believe, to data, and then to vehicles, because we want to mod the train. Over here you got all kinds of brands that are in the game. You see Deutz, and where they got Fiat, they got Fan, all that stuff. Where's my beauty? Where is them? Wait. Oh, wait a second, I'm not by the K already. I already thought, where's Kroon? Over here's Kroon. I like Kroon, same as New Holland. They're both my how do you say that? My brand. No, it doesn't sound in English. But that's all where we're not here for. We're here for the train. I'm not sure what a TT is. No way! It over here says bird sing. So if I press this, is this what I think this is? What is this? Is this? I thought, no, it's our vehicle, so it most likely ain't the birds themselves. No, I thought might be you could change the sound of the birds. Not that I want to. Or might be some tropical birds. That might be some great things. But we're here for the train, of course. So I'm always falling off the how do you say that? Of what I'm doing. I always lose focus. But you want to change one of those two. What I recommend you to do, isn't necessary, but if you fuck up something, sorry for the word, you want to change those things back. And not those things, they're just maps, but what's in here. So I basically already see which train this is just by looking at the colors. You see over here it's yellow, so it can only be the American train. Just because the German train, the DB, I want to say 1800, but that's most likely wrong. It's going to be red, you see? Over here it's red. If I press on it, let me see. Okay, let's just open it. Sorry. I want to say if I press it, you can see the color, but over here you see already the side of it. Let me look and check out how it's called. I think it's DB 1800 or something. Is it? I thought it was 1800. No. Ooh, bright light. No, not maps. You know, now I'm getting curious. DB. Is it 1500? Oh, getting watches. I want to have the train. I just want to know which it is. I think it's something. How can you search this? Oh my grippers. Typography. Type 1800. I think it's an 1800. Doesn't do it then. Work. Yes, see? Oh, it's 1600. 16. Yes. 16/18. So what is it then? It is this train, right? No, it's not. Wait a second. It's not. The train in the game, it has a flat nose. It just has no nose, and this has a nose. Is it 16 then? You know, I always get out of track. I want to know what it is. But it's a DB train. Let's stick to that. You see what I mean. It's a very iconic train. Here we have it. This train. You see it's red. Let's say it like that. You see it's red and that's what we want to do. Okay, most likely the 340 or something. Well, and the other one, I'm just gonna show you all. Pacific Union. Union. Did I write that wrong? You see, it's oh, Union Pacific, also good. As you see, it's orange or yellow or something between that. But it's this train. Man, oh man, what can I talk? So what you see is this one is the red one. This is basically this one over here. It literally has him over here. Wow. See the black thing on the side, that is most likely the air inlet, but nevertheless you want to change this, so you want to go to where it says XML, you want to check this one on, and then you want to see XML, and then you want to see a locomotive. Sometimes you have another XML, but that's mod description, so yeah, that's nothing you want to be worried about. You want to have the locomotive, the one, lots of talking I know, but I want to explain everything perfect. What you want to do is go into this. You want to have WordPad++ because it just works better, and I think it can even save into zipped files, what you cannot do with just Notepad, because I tried it a lot of time and I couldn't save it in there unless I unzip the entire file. So now we're inside the train. There's lots of stuff, but since Notepad++ basically is some kind of programming application, how do you say it? You can basically check everything in here. As you see, already was busy with some other things. As I said, mod description has also an XML, and it's basically this, and it doesn't tell you anything. So I can close that. I was basically busy with a tracker that I got from FS17, sorry. But since we're here, we are at the train. You want to scroll a bit down. You want to check those things, those words that are closest to here, because that is basically the class, and then the class is defined in other parts. As you see over here, you have speed rotating, and it's has some other things in it, and sometimes even more things. As you see over here, real light, it has low, and it has this. If it's high, it has this. Programming ain't that hard if you understand it. I know that. But what you want to do is you want to scroll a bit down. You see cameras. You don't need the cameras, of course. You see motorized, and then you think, hey, motor, that's what we want. Over here you have the horsepowers. What isn't something we need to use? Let's see, max forward speed is 130. Oh yeah, already. Oh shit. This is the German one. We wanted to edit the American one. Nevertheless, it works the exact same. Only I did something. I didn't do something. I needed to do something, but I don't know how I do it. What you can do over here, you can change the max forward speed. I accidentally pushed a 0 too much over here, and it goes unbelievable fast. If it goes 700 kilometers an hour and you just don't touch your keyboard again, it drives the track almost 3 times before it stands fully still. If you don't press the brakes, of course. So what you want to do over here, it says max forward speed. It's pretty straightforward, I think. But yeah, it sets most likely something like 80 or 8 or something like that. I think it depends on where you're from. If you're from the Imperial, aka America and stuff like that, or you're from metric / Europe, where you use kilometers, you might have some different things. I'm from the Netherlands, so we use kilometers, and if it was like this, let me see, if it was 120 kilometers an hour, it's basically 200 miles an hour. So basically 60 kilometers, let me see, no, that's wrong. 100 kilometers is 60 miles an hour. So keep that in mind. So basically, if you have 1, it's 0.6 miles an hour, I guess. But you don't need to worry about that, of course. You just want to have it to drive fast. So what you want to do is you want to have it on, let's say, 150, because you want to have it a little bit faster than it was. Now it drives 150. There's one thing that I don't understand or didn't figure out yet, is how we can make it accelerate faster. Because now before it's finally at, let's say, 20 kilometers an hour, it already took you a minute before you were at that. I want to have it that I press the W button or the gas button or what else, that it's like in 2 seconds at 100 kilometers an hour, just like Lambo. Oh, maybe that's a bit too fast, but you get the point. Also, some vehicles have a huge amount of time before they finally are drivable, if you start the engine, for example. And I cannot find out where that is. So if you guys are still watching over here, make sure to let me know, because I need to know. Because I have a tracker, it's a nice thing, but it takes you a minute before it starts up, and it's sad if you accidentally press off the engine. And I cannot find out. I thought it was motor start duration, but it was in the beginning what 8,000. I changed it to 1,000 and literally nothing changed. So I thought it should be at least 8 times faster, but nope. So yeah, they're all stuff over here. I don't know what to do with them. You have brake force. I believe that's how much brake it implements when you press the brake. So it was on 10 or 5. I think it was on 5 and it didn't stop at all. And now I have brake force 1000 and I think it still doesn't stop. So let's make 10,000. You know you can never stop too fast, right? So everything we have done right now is we have changed the max forward speed and the brake force. Of course, this works for all kinds of vehicles, as long as there's like an engine in it, of course. Then you can change this. So if you have like a normal car and you want to pull, let's say, just a trailer with 60,000 liters of grain, you most likely want to change the horsepowers of the car a little bit higher so it can pull it. Might be we want to change the torque scale. I don't know, because I just don't know how to put the acceleration a bit faster, because there's nowhere that says acceleration. And I couldn't find it out. I did compare it with just a fast vehicle, and I couldn't see the differences. Only the torque in the normal rounds, but I don't know if I should do anything with this before it breaks. But after you have done this all, what you want to do is press Ctrl and S. It basically saves it to the spot you're in. What you now want to do, if you're like a noob in this kind of stuff, you want to make sure to take some piece of paper somewhere on your PC and write down what you have changed. I personally have made myself somewhere a map like this. Oh, over here, I see it. I called it FS19 original files. What I basically did was I placed just a text document. I pressed like right mouse button, I pressed on new, and I pressed on text document over here. It doesn't really matter. And what I did was I went to the thing that we did, I pressed on it, I pressed Ctrl A, what basically highlights everything. Then I pressed Ctrl C, and I basically opened up the text document, and I pressed Ctrl V in it, or basically I cut it from here and I pasted it in here. So that's what we all did. I did it with the Hayes truck as well, because that's the truck that I was using. That was unbelievable long to start up, but I will show you that in a moment. What you want to do as well is basically go back and change this locomotive 0.4, just because you don't know which locomotive you have in which map. Just because I don't care if it goes fast or not, I'm most likely not going to change it back, and otherwise I understand what I'm doing. So this is basically the train, the other train that I haven't modified. As you see, max forward speed, it says over here it's 80. I want to change that to 180, because I know this train can easily hit 180, or at least in my imagination it can. Over here you see brake force is only 5. I'm going to put that on 10,000. Might be it now immediately stops, I don't know, I don't think so. Minimum rounds and maximum rounds, I might want to change this lower. Might be that fixes the way of getting it a bit faster to accelerate. I'm not sure. Also it says torque scale 0.4. The other one has 1. Might be this is it. We want to see how fast this one pulls up. Is this one slower than the DB, the red one, or if it is faster? And if this is faster, then I'm most likely going to change the torque scale over here to 0.4 or even less. And now that I changed this, I can press Ctrl S again. I basically switched or changed this all. I don't know what this means. I'd want to find out once. So basically I press Ctrl S. I can see that the floppy disk over here has been turned in blue. That shows that you saved it. Look, if I change something, it's red, you see. So if I save it, it's back normal. I changed the horsepower a bit just so it can pull faster. If it's fully full, it can still drive fast. So we changed this all. We did that. How do you know it works? You most likely will need the mod that you can switch to trains, so you can drive in the trains. I'm not sure if you can do it without, but I have it, so you want to have that. Because I think the normal driver won't drive as fast as this. I think he's programmed to drive normal. I'm not sure. But that's all for this. If you want to change any of those wagons that the train is pulling, you can of course just press them. Let's say if we go for the wagon, the grain wagon, you want to open up the XML, you want to use the Notepad++ just because it's easy. We just open it over here. You see over here it says you want to see what you want to change. Might be you want to change the price. I don't know. Not that there is a price on trains because you cannot buy them. But you can change the mass. Over here you see 30,000. I think that means that it can only have 30,000 liters. I think that's that one. I don't see anywhere else where I can change something. Oh no, capacity. Sorry, I found it over here. Fill type is bulk, so basically means everything can be in. Capacity 90,000. So if you have lots and lots and lots of grain, let's say you're using some kind of an American map, which are most of the time the biggest maps, or let's say the biggest lands, you most likely want to change this with a 0, so you just have enough space in there. I think nothing else here says something. Or you can also empty speed. You can also change how fast it empties itself. Now it's on 4,000, but I can put it on 10,000. It basically means that every second it empties 10,000 out of it. But I think 4,000 is okay for now. Lots of times I'm not using the train. So did I change anything over here? No, I didn't. I just showed you that you could. This is basically just the simplest way of modding things. Some people also want to mod things in the way of basically putting on other lights and stuff like that, but I'm not as far as that. I don't know how to do that yet. So we changed this all. How can we go back? We can go back to vehicles. I want to check real quick what the TT is because I don't know what that is. Big TT. Colossus 10,000. Oh, you see it's over here. It's some kind of cultivator indeed. Okay, so I think TT is also a brand. So, is there something else in here that we want to change? I think Vogelsang is also some kind of vehicle, but I'm not sure. Oh, over here we see it already. Sin Cult. Cult is most likely a cultivator. Isn't it? No, I don't know. So, what you can do as well... man, oh man, what is it doing? We want to go back to data over here. You can also change maps and stuff from here. I think these are the standard maps. Yes, these are. It says DE for Germany and US for USA, of course. Trees? We can change trees, we can change ground type, we can change a lot of things over here, I see, because there are a lot of notepads. As you see on this here, this sign. But we're not going to do that because I just don't know. We have FS17 support. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's the cloud support. Or maps or something. I don't know. So basically if you have all this, then you're good to go. You can start up the game. Or just go from the main menu to the in-game. That works as well. Some people say you have to close the entire app. Well, you don't. You just go to main menu, just go out of your world. Then you can change it. And then you go back into your world. You can also change it when you're in your world. But sometimes it will freeze. Or at least that happened to me. I couldn't do anything and only save it and close it. So I don't know why you would want that. But you can. Sometimes it doesn't happen anything. That's also fine. I real quick want to do something because I am using a Capello, basically just because it's the biggest one I could get. It's the Hey S16. I want to real quick go to the XML files. And I want to see speed limit over here. It's the limit that it uses to work with. I want to put that a bit higher. I want to put it on 40. Normally you can only drive 10 miles an hour when you're using your tool. But now I changed it to 40, so I can drive it 40 kilometers over my field. So it basically goes 4 times faster than it would normally. And it basically, if you're in some kind of American map, you definitely want to use this. Just because it goes way faster. Also what you want to do, or not want to do, or might be you want, is change the working width. Over here it says 12 meters. If I put it on, let's say I put a 0 behind it, it now does 120 meters wide, or how you say it. You do not want to fuck this up, really. If you do this way too big, let's say 120 meters, you only have to drive forward and your entire land has been mowed. You don't want this if you're using some kind of harvester that has almost 0 fill liters in it, or could only have 0 amount of liters in it. How do you say this? If you use the Bison, the ZH006, something like that, it can only has 2500 liters in it. If you use it on 120 meters, as I just placed it, what it does is... Oh no, I should take this away. What it does is it immediately cuts 120 meters, even on your cutter isn't that far. It's just all programmed. Your cutter is only visual. It's just only there because it's cool. You can also just have a shovel and just do it. It doesn't really matter at all. It's just for the fun. But what I did now is I changed the work wide. Something you don't want to do, but you can do. Over here you have lifetime. Some of those, oh yeah, you can also choose which price you want to pay for this. I think 90 grand is okay, I don't really matter. Sometimes there are vehicles that you have to pay for every day, daily upkeep. That's also somewhere in here. I don't see it for this one, so this one most likely doesn't have it. You want to change that to 0, or I think that's what you want, because in my opinion it's pretty bullshit. You have to pay daily upkeep. Eventually you will have to repair it, and that's not free, so why would you want to pay daily upkeep, right? So yeah, that's all that we changed. We haven't saved it yet, so I'm gonna press Ctrl S. There we go. I want to close this, otherwise I get a long line of things that I changed. These are all the in-game things which you can mod. You might even be able to, let's say, press Ctrl or your right mouse button, sorry, and just copy it and place it, and then change a bit of stuff, and you basically made your own mod out of exactly this one. Only the visualization hasn't been changed then, and you need to do some more things, but you can do that as well. I might want to do that later on. So that was a lot of talk. There's some other stuff that you can do as well. Since Farming Simulator also makes some kind of map inside your documents, you want to go to documents as well. You might want to go to where you have placed it. I have placed it over here. My name. Oh no, wait a second. It's in My Games. But My Games is often located in your documents, so sorry for that. You go to My Games and you have it over here Oh, what am I saying? I'm fully wrong. You know, you go to documents. Wait a second, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I have it over here, Trucksland. It is my games. Oh, it's in your documents. What was the other one then? Oh, I think that was a map that I made myself. Where is this located? It's in my documents. It says my games. Exactly what you need. So you go there to my games. You want to go to Farming Simulator 19. And over here you got a map called mods. You want to go into there. And over here are all the mods that you basically downloaded yourself. Or downloaded from the in-game mod hub. They all will be over here. All of them. I also placed some of the FS17 in here because I tried to convert them, and I have to say it worked for at least the sled. This is the tracker pooling sled. I tried to do this with the Boya pooling. It should be a tracker pooling tracker, but I couldn't have that to work, sadly enough. Therefore I got this truck sled. Can I see if I have a picture over here? Then you might be able to see how it looks. No, I don't have it. I have to say, this is of course not my mod. I just converted it and I didn't upload it, so don't worry guys. I just only used it for my own personal pleasure, to be said. But over here there are lots of things that you could download, and you can place them over here. So I'm going to show you where you can download it safely, or at least where I could download it safely, because these days I got some kind of virus and I was really mad. But you can download it at ModHub. You of course have Farming Simulator /mods, what is the mods that you can download in game as well, so I don't see what kind of use it has to go over here. But there is some kind of mod website that's almost the same, but it is modhub.us. You want to go over there. This also has mods for older games. This is also the place where I got, let's say over here, I got from 2013. You can get yourself a car over here. You can download it. Not download it over here, just go into this. You can download it and then you can convert it. Not that I'm gonna convert this, but do not download it from sharemods.com. Do not do it. I did it this week and I got twice because I thought, let's try it again. Might be they send me to some kind of weird site. But I literally got twice. Your PC is blocked HTML file. Do not open it at all. If you get something over here, it says a download and it says .html or .xml, do not open it. If it's a .png or .jpg, yes, that are like picture files, it's kind of safe, but still do not open it. If you did not press on it, do not open it. Because you can press to go to share mods, that's no problem, but when you press on download over there, you get a virus. Or at least I got it. By which did I got it? I got it by something fun. I want to have it. I forgot what it was. So do not download it over there. Let's see if we have some mod that we can download. Over here it says a download from modhub.us, which is basically this website where we're on. Everything I've downloaded from them is definitely zero viruses. So that's one thing. I cannot help you more than say get yourself Norton or Malwarebytes, which is free on the internet. It definitely helped me out a lot of times, and it definitely protected me from getting some big viruses. But what you want to do is go to Farming Simulator 2019. my how do you say that? My troll is hurting. What you want to do then is find yourself some beautiful mod. I like this Toyota. Is this the Fun Cruiser? No, this is the old Land Cruiser, of course. This 1972, something like that. And it says download from UITO. Most of the time I say nope, I'm not doing it. I only download from this website just because I've experienced that it's good and it's zero viruses. And I don't know the other things like UI.to. I don't know even what .to means. What I think, I'm not going to recommend you it, but you can use Mediafire. I think Mediafire is I'm most likely gonna put this back. I have downloaded stuff from Mediafire before and it was okay. One thing that you want to keep in mind is that if you're using Mediafire or the other one that I didn't recommend, share.mods, most of the time the viruses aren't from Mediafire or share.mods, though from the people that upload their files, because the virus is most of the times inside the file. But why would you download from Mediafire if you can download from allways, right? Also back in the day I had some kind of modding server. It was red, but I forgot what it was. UI.to, I'm not gonna download it over there. Let's say we want something else. Let's see if they have something good. Let me see, do they got some beautiful cutters? How much meter is this? Working wise, 41 feet? That's 10 meters, right? Something like that. A little bit more. 30 meters is 10 feet. To say it looks good. You can download it from ModHub. You know what? It's 81,000. Why don't we download it? It's ModHub. So you see over here, I got it, and I didn't get a virus. Also, what you want to keep in mind is that I lots of times download from Thomas. I want to say Thomas has like 20,000 mods, so yeah, you're most likely gonna download something from Thomas. But I didn't got any viruses from him, and he most of the time uploaded to ModHub, what is basically here. I don't understand why you put mods on this website, but you do not put a download link on this website. To me personally, it feels like you tried to fuck up the shit. Why are you uploading your mod to a website and then do not upload the download link to this website? I mean, you can download stuff from 100 MBs, might be more. I never occurred something like that, but that's most likely the size of a map. You can download from here. So what is the point of putting a download button to share.mods and give me the virus? That's all what they want to do. They just want to link towards somewhere and give you a virus. So we just downloaded over here. You see it's over here. What I want to do is I want to open up my mods pack. This is where you place all the mods. It's inside your documents, my games, farming simulator mods again. I place it most of the time to the right side. Before I do that, I most of the time press the Windows and then E button, or basically the Explorer that you can see over here. I think that's the same as it is on all the sites, and you can basically have two. Normally it will pop up this one open and you place it over there and it's here. What you now want to do is go to downloads. I'm going unbelievable fast, I know that, guys, sorry. You want to check out this one. Is it all good? Do you want to change stuff about it? Well, I don't know. It's a cutter, so I don't know what I would change about it. So what you want to do then is click it and drag it into your mods. The most safe thing is to drag it over to mods, the word mods over here, so you know you place it inside mods and not inside one of those. It says the location already exists. So basically what it tells me, is that I already have this mod downloaded. So it most likely was on the in-game mod hub as well. What also there was the case something. I think this one, is it? Yes, it's this one. Oh, I already had it. I already downloaded it. That's the problem that you can have, but nevertheless you can just press right button on it. You can delete it, and it's gone, or at least it's in your trash can, and you can empty that. So sadly I already had this because I love cutters. So we just go back and see what's else in here. I think I already got those. Ooh, New Holland. A 36 meter long cutter for the ideal. This is something that is just one of a kind mod. 36 meters, it's insane long. But yeah, you know, it's definitely useful when you're on the American maps. But again, it's from this website that I don't know. So what you can do doesn't guarantee you that it's okay. But if you want to have this, no matter what, you want to have this because you're so in love with it, what you want to do is just go to the internet and search up. It was u.to, and you're gonna see a review. Yeah, you're just gonna search for it, and you're gonna see if it's somewhere here. I cannot find it because it's of course a very weird name. It's user interface. That's what it means, UI. So it's pretty weird, strange. But let's say you want to download from Mediafire. You can go over here and you get lots of tag raters and stuff like that, which are basically telling you if it's safe, yes or no. Of course, it doesn't guarantee you. People say yes, it's safe. Other people say nope. Continue with app blocker. Leave me alone. It's very steep. Cloud storage, sharing, blah blah blah. Against no sync, no PC, Mac clients, minimal security. So yes, there is a possibility when you read this minimal security that you get a virus, but also the possibility is there that it could not happen. And yeah, that's a risk you want to take yourself. Some people say, make a virtual machine, but I have no clue how you do that. Basically what that is you basically, your PC makes a fake PC next to it where literally everything is on, but it's all fake for some reason. If you're like into the YouTube guy, I'm not sure what his name is, but he exposes scammers and he basically deletes all their files, so all the people that basically kind of got scammed, their files are deleted. That's what he does. And he always has a virtual machine, so if they send him a virus or something, he just restarts his PC and it's all gone. So make sure to know what you're doing. Again, share mods doesn't take my attention, I'm leaving. These are the things you should consider. You want to keep safe just because it's farming simulator. It's farming simulator. Lots of like small kids are playing this as well, and people are scamming the hell out of everybody these days. Sadly enough, I don't know how to write HTML. Over here I got literally 2 links to share mods. Most likely a mistake, but you can also download it from facebook.com. In my opinion, facebook.com is safe. I cannot judge because I never used it, but I would say that's okay to use because it's Facebook. I mean, Facebook has some bigger problems with scamming you, so I have to say this one looked great. Can we download this? modhub.us. I definitely don't have this. Only has 6,000 liters, but you know, for starting it's okay. Wait, what? What? No way, am I reading this correct? A stacker with the function of packing round bales. This thing is basically for baling as well? I don't know, let's just download this. Modhub. I get the file. Make sure if you're downloading from sites like this that you never downloaded before, you might want to go over here. It says not safe or not protected or what else. What you want to do is go to site settings. It says over here you can just follow the symbols and follow along. What you then can do is, I would say, block everything. And sometimes they have this ask me. You then want to put it on ask me. But the things you definitely want to block is of course unsafe content, which are most likely viruses / things you definitely don't want to see. And stuff you want to block is pop-ups and traffic. I don't know what you call that, but you want to block that as well, that it doesn't pop up stuff. Ads you can block, not that it works that well, but you know. You have automatical downloads, you want to have that blocked. Even on, I have it on allow, just because I trust this website. Yeah, it's that safe, is it? For example, if you go to share mods, you definitely want to have automatically downloads off. Why? Because sometimes you go to a website. Let me see, do I got a website over here? Well, I got hardware.info. It's a safe website. So sometimes you're over here, you just said okay to cookies, and what it does then is it downloads something over here, something pretty strange. I had it once. I was just opening Google Chrome and I had it, but that was from Google Chrome itself. It was pretty strange. But yeah, basically for people that want to know what this is basically a site where I ask questions about PCs and stuff like that, For example, my GPU fans aren't turning. It says okay. That's basically what I asked yesterday. And then it was all okay. They're just gonna turn when it's on kind of particular heat. But I just downloaded it. It's the Dawn 1508. Yes, it says over here. Perfect. What you want to do is minimize this, and you're immediately over here because you didn't close this. It's over here. What you want to do exactly the same. Put it in your mods. Now it's somewhere in your mods. Oh, you see it's over here because it had to synchronize with OneDrive for some reason. Basically, if I could delete OneDrive from the entire world, I would have done it. It's annoying me so much. But somewhere in here it says done, and it was this one. What you want to do is press a double. You're in here. Make sure to know that now you need Notepad. Why? Because we're now working, I can show you that as well, in a zipped file. If I go back once, you see it's zipped. Well, you can almost not see it, but you see there's a line going over it. You see it's not over here because this is a open file and this is one with a zip on it. Yes, it's pretty straightforward. If you see over here it says unzip everything or something like that in English. You can only edit this stuff in a zip file with Notepad. If you unzip it, then you can also just use Notepad, the normal version. Inside zips, you need a Notepad++. What I can also show you where you can download that. No problem with that. What you want to do is when you want to download something, let's say Notepad++, it's over here, and they have some kind of information on the site. It says go to Wikipedia, press on to Wikipedia, and most of the times in this header over here you see GitHub, that's not what we want, website, it says project page, so immediately go to the Notepad, the official one, and this way you are, let's say, you're slightly bit safer on this way than just pressing something, because most of the time when they put something on Wikipedia, it are the fans of it or it are the owners of it that just want to say what it's all about, and they make you go to their website. If you just say Notepad and you're just going to press one of those, well, luckily these are all Wikipedia, so that isn't something else, but over here you got Notepad+. You don't know if this is the real one. We know this is Softonic, and it's also a very strange website to say. This is Notepad++. You can download it over here, but why would you do it over here when you can download it from the official website? This is just the same as when it says GTA 6, download it over here, you press it. Yeah, why would you download it over here when you can download it on the official site? Yeah, because it's free. Yes, because it's free and it's full of viruses. So yeah, make sure to go to Wikipedia because it's way safer than just pressing it over here. We know that this is the official one. It's also the one on Wikipedia, so that's beautiful. So we have talked about that. We go around. We have opened Dawn already. I do not want to. I don't want to do this. No. We accidentally did something wrong. I'm not sure. Not sure what, but we just open it again. Why not, right? So what I want to do is maximum speed. We see over here maximum speed is 20. Oh, it's even a Russian. I see over here Dawn. It says Dawn in Russian letter type. D-O-N. I love Russian, so sorry for that. I knew it. There's no daily upkeep, I see. Am I wrong? Don't think so. But this thing can only drive 20 miles an hour. Let's make it 20. Let's make it 30. So most likely gonna use it then. Hello? For some reason it doesn't want to do it. Oh, I cannot edit it. What is going on? There is something going on. I'm not sure what. Can I put a 0 between this? No, I cannot too. There is something going on. I'm not sure what. Might be we have to get it opened. Might be we have to unzip it as well. Wait a second. This is weird. Because if I want to press a 0 between this, I just can. It just doesn't do a damn thing. Okay, so what if we unzip it? Sometimes that's the answer to it all. We now have unzipped it. We can now open it again. Can we now change the speed? Yeah, now we can. Okay, that was pretty strange. I was definitely believing that you could change it when it was inside the zip. But of course we don't want to have a harvester going 200. We just want to let it go 30. Now it can drive 30. Yes, because it's not a speed limit. This is just how fast it can drive, I think. Or is there something with torque and stuff like that down here? I don't see. Oh, over here, torque. Maximum forward speed. Yes, we have to change this as well. I think the other one at the top is only visual. When you're inside the store, that's what it basically tells you. It can only drive 30, you know, stuff like that. Backwards doesn't mind me. What does this say? Torque scale 1.120. Okay. Motor start duration 4000. Okay. Somewhere we can also change the amount that could be going in, because this is a harvester, I believe, and it is not a combine, right? Or am I saying that wrong? You have one that basically cuts everything in small pieces. The one where you can make pig food with. If you cut it with that one can only cut maize, let's say corn, and grass, and I don't know what it can do as well. And you have the other one that can basically cut everything. And the other one that cuts everything has a own fill in it, a own storage. And the other one that basically cuts everything doesn't have it. Oh, this is a combine. The other one is a harvester then, I guess. What we can do is over here we can press 0. Now it can have 60,000 liters in it. It's basically insane for such a small thing, but you know, mods. You can do it. I'm not gonna do it just because it is taking away the fun, I guess. You can change the diesel capacity. That literally doesn't make any difference. If I put on 3000, now there can be 3000 liters of diesel inside. You know, that is something that isn't taking that much away of the realism. I put it on 30 kilometers an hour just because 20 is pretty slow. 30 is also slow, but it's okay. I think we have done okay, so we're going to press Ctrl S. And now we can start up the game and we're going to see if it all worked. Oh, Thief Simulator is doing some fan skins. What we're going to do now is we're going to play this. We're first going to see into the mods if the new harvester / combine is in there. Yeah, I don't know the difference because I have it on Dutch. And I don't know what it's all called. Can we skip this all because we have seen this 1,000 times? We're going into the mods. We go into, I think, this one. And then you see it's over here. It's Don, you see? D-O-N. Also got this one from 17. I got this one from 17. And this is the one that I was talking about. This one. This is the one, the sledge that I got from 17 as well. It says that we should be able to update it, but I can't because it's my own kind of. I made it my own mod on this moment. What we want to do now is we want to go into a game where we have American trains. Over here I got my Durango game. Just started and don't need to download or install all the other mods as of now. Oh yeah, we should have put it in the Dawn so you could see that I changed that to 30 as well. This is basically a live stream, but the only thing I'm doing is telling you how to mod and telling you what the hell you need, stuff like that. We've done a few things, but always make sure to make a backup of your file that you're editing. So if it for some reason crashes your game, you can still take all the code from the backup file and place it in, or change it back basically, so you can have it working again, and then you can figure out yourself what you did wrong. So I think it's over here. So as you see over here, this is the blue train. It's basically the yellow train where I was talking about. I changed that to 180 kilometers an hour, and I hope it's gonna work because it's loading a bit of long time. Okay, there it is. Might be I placed on field scanning from courseplay. No, I did not. So what I can do right now is go to the trains, and it did not work for some reason. I think that it didn't work just because this train is one of his own created trains. I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. What you can do now is basically press your Windows button and go back into your files. Go back in one of those, it doesn't really matter. Okay, that one isn't reacting, so we're gonna take something else. I want to go back to where it came from. Locomotive 1. Gonna go back to 4. 4 is the yellow one, yes it is. Locomotive 04. And we see we did something wrong. Didn't we save it? Yes we did. Max forward speed 180, 180. I think that indeed these trains are his own train, because this is a modded map. The only way to figure that out is to start up Ravenport. I guess that's the only way. Because this one should go 180, but I guess this is his own train. We can check that out for a second. Wait a second. We go back to where all the home installed mods are. So that's over here. Go into the mods. We go into FS19. We're gonna press name. Wait, can we stop this? Oh! And then we're gonna see we got somewhere FS19, and then we should have a D from Durango. Over here, Durango. I think, but I'm not sure that he uses his own trains because nothing changed. This is all the terrain. Well, he did some work. Items, farmlands, vehicles. Might be over here it says something like terrain. Case Puma. Oh wait, this, oh! Aha! Here we find something what is also very crucial for when you're saying that you're a new farmer, because sometimes you have a game or a map and you start as new farmer, but you already get from that map you already get like the most expensive stuff, and I don't like that. I want to start my own stuff, so all the time I have to sell all those things. And I think that's what happens here as well. You see John Deere, but I guess this is Durango, and Durango didn't have that. I think these are the ones from where you say you're a manager or something like that. I'm not going to change this just because I don't need to. So we go over back to here. We're going to see if it says something else. Transport missions, items. It has to say something about the trains. It has to. Trains. Ah, over here, a lot of trains. So I'm not sure where I'm at. Over here we see train system. I said it. It has its own train system. Over here you see locomotive 0.4 red and blue, and these are the ones he basically copy paste them and change the color and stuff like that. So somewhere over here should be the maximum speed. Oh, it's crashing. It's over here, it says 80, see, and that's what we have to change to 180 and then it works. Sadly, but that's what it was. I'm real quick gonna show you what I meant. I'm not gonna change the files, I'm just going to the other map and then I'm gonna stop the live stream. Just because I don't want to do this anymore. No, we are along here and my throat is hurting. So we're gonna quit. You're gonna think about which map has which trains. Otherwise we have to start up Ravenport real quick. Or do I already have that? No, we have Babarushti. Felsbrunn has the German train. Okay, that's gonna be doesn't matter. We're gonna start up Ravenport. I'm gonna real quick disable this whole so it starts up a bit faster. Real quick, come on. It should start up way faster now that I disabled all the mods. Because otherwise it has to load all the mods as well. I only cannot show you. Over here we got a train. You see the kilometers per hour is now 180. And this is the exact same train as we had in the other map. Only this one is the one from the standard game. And you see we made it 180 and normally it should only go 80. I don't know why, because this thing can't get off the tracks. Let me see how it looks at 180. Then we go to first person. Look how fast we are going. This is way too fast for where we're driving right now. Look, all those small corners he could fly out normally. You see, this train should not go that fast. But backwards he goes the same speed. Only I cannot show you. Yeah, I can, but then I have to hold the button until it's there. So we can now press the brakes. And these are not working, so that's something I should work on later on. They're kind of doing something, but mostly not. So yes guys, that was it for today. I think this is enough. And I'm gonna stop the live stream over here. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you can, and otherwise don't. I see you all. Bye bye.